legacy makers, and welcome back to the Power Hour. This week's episode is going to be myths in the business world. So there's so many different myths, like I have to say it like that, myths. I have to let it roll off my tongue. When it comes to the business world, there's so many things that people say that you should do, that you shouldn't do. Opinions. I like to call them opinions. So one myth is you need to spend money to make money. That's what a lot of people tell you. You should spend money to make money. But actually, that's not really the case. You should spend money to make money. However, if you are not measuring the money that is coming in with the investment that you are making, then you are spending money recklessly, and it actually is not helping your business at all. So I'm gonna spend $5,000 because I wanna obtain, let's say for my clothing line, I wanna make sure that I have the shirts on hand. So I'm gonna spend this amount of money to obtain this amount of shirts because I wanna have it on hand, but the shirts aren't doing well. You just spent money to make money that you're not making because no one likes your shirts, just being honest. So if you don't measure that and you just keep saying, well, I need to get more shirts, I need to get more shirts, then it's actually not helping your business. You're actually losing in the end. So it's not always about spending money to make money, but it's about measuring and making sure that you are checking what investments you are spending money on and making sure that it is actually working for your business. The next myth is engage on all social media platforms. So that is something that people tell you all the time. You need to be on Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and TikTok and YouTube and whatever else that we have out there. That's not the case, because if most of my followers are on social media, Instagram, and they rarely go to Facebook, I'm wasting my time being on Facebook because I want to have 5 followers watch me when I have 20,000 over here on Instagram watching me. So you kind of want to watch where your audience is. You want them to follow, you want to follow where they are. So the younger crowd, they're probably on Snapchat. The middle, the middle class, not middle class, but the middle age, like 30s, 20s, we're probably on social media, Instagram. And then, I'm sorry, Auntie, because y'all know you're gonna watch this, but you guys are probably on Facebook. Because you older people love to be on Facebook. I have one too, but that's not where most of my followers are. So engage where you should engage. Engage where your followers are. Not where people are telling you guys to go. Engage where you guys think you should go, or where your followers are going. The next myth is, let's see, customers are always right. So of course, when we work at like Forever 21 and Bank of America's and wherever else, we say the customers are always right. But sometimes the customers are not right not because we want to call them wrong, they just are not educated in the lane that you are in. So whenever you have a customer or a client that is doing some type of work with you, make sure that you educate them on the proper process. Do not allow them to walk around and just think that something is the case because you don't want to correct them because the rule of the customer is always right. Make sure you let them know, okay, I understand that you think that this is the case, but actually this is the proper way to do it. And I have facts to show you, because remember, we're gonna be about facts. We're not gonna be about opinions. And the last myth I wanna dispel is customers want to only see you at low prices, meaning customers will only pay if your prices are low. That is not true. Do not diminish or downplay or downgrade what your pricing should be for whatever brand you have, because you think that if you are lowballing yourself or putting your prices at a lower price range, that they're gonna pay for it. Because when it comes to buying Jordans, when it comes to buying that new PS5, when it comes to going on a trip, you're gonna pay for what you wanna pay for. So if the quality is worth it and they like your work ethics and they like the professionalism that comes with it, they're gonna find a way to pay. Because they'll say, oh, this is $2,000, dang, I don't have $2,000 right now, but I know if I do this, that, and the other, I'm gonna be able to get that $2,000 to pay because I really, really love your service. So don't ever think that because your prices are low, that's where you always have to be. No, your prices should be where you are, what your worth is, and what you feel comfortable with. So remember that. So to wrap it all up, Let's go back over a few of the myths that we talked about. Remember, the customers are not technically always right, and it's not about right and wrong. It's just about educating them the proper way. Remember, you do not have to spend money to make money, because you always want to make sure that you are checking everything that you are doing when it comes to your business. You do not have to engage on all social media platforms, because sometimes it's not conducive to the audience that you guys are serving, and you do not have to have low prices for your customers to pay for the things that you sell or the things that you provide. So I hope that you guys got some type of clarity with this week's episode of dispelling the myths when it comes to businesses, and I hope to see you guys next week on the Power Hour. Have a good night.